Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com, off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. And somebody sent me this article on Atlanta Black Star, and they said Rickey Smiley's son said he's not attracted to black girls on a reality show. And I don't follow a lot of these fucking entertainers, especially the kids. I really don't give a damn what a lot of these entertainers do, to be honest. But somebody wanted my feedback and my opinion about what happened, and this is a young kid. I don't even know how old he is. I'm gonna read some of this. Says Rickey Smiley is vowing to make things right with a black girl who was insulted by his son on his reality show. Rickey Smiley for real. His 15-year-old son, Malik Smiley, landed in hot water when he callously expressed his interest in dating a black girl. On the episode that aired Tuesday, January the 17th, Malik was unhappy when his cousin set him up with a black girl. Her face, black females are not attractive to me, he said. I look at them like my sisters. I went to an all-white school. Sometimes people have different tastes, and I don't have a taste for her. That's interesting. On the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, Tuesday, January the 24th, the host vowed to make it up to the young woman with a $500 gift card, a dozen roses, boutique of edible arrangements, and tickets to any concert that Birmingham, Alabama affiliate 95.7 Jams has for 2017. On behalf of me and my family, we want to apologize to that young lady, he said. I tried to hit her up on Twitter, but have not been able to reach her. If anybody knows her, have her to please reach out to us, because that's somebody's daughter, and I probably would have been horrified if somebody had done that to one of my kids. A day earlier, Rickey had cleared the air about what occurred during the taping of the offending episode. Many Twitter users had asked him about his thoughts, and he shared he was angered by Malik's statements, adding a producer told his son to make the comments. That's interesting. On air, Malik said he was reciting the lines of a script he was given by a producer. Oh, okay. I did not say that I intentionally did not like black females, he explained. What I really said, they must have cut this out, because I know for a fact that I have said this when they was interviewing me. I said that I had bad experiences with a lot of black females, and I want to try something different. Rickey blamed the producers for wanting to stir conflict on the reality show to boost ratings, and said he was not interested in making an instant hit now. To the national audience, we love black women, Rickey said. Our mothers and our grandmothers are black women. And something like this on this popular show, I apologize to the viewers and the listeners. It will never happen again. As Rickey Smiley for Real's executive producer, the radio personality said that he took full responsibility for the scene involving his son. Of course you're going to take responsibility, especially if you're executive producer. So, this is very interesting. Let's see what the video is about. If it's going to play.
like the girl in the picture on Nah. What you mean? Nah, no. Like, black females are not attractive to me. You know, I look at them as my sissy, you know, like my, you know, grab them up, give them a hug. But if it's a different race, you know, it's like, all right, I'm attracted to you in that type of way.
Oh well, you know what you have to understand is you shouldn't be surprised about when incidents like this come up. You shouldn't be surprised even if your friends make comments like this, because we have to be honest. There's a lot of self-hate within black people, just in general. And you know, this self-hate, this type of brainwashing starts when you're a baby. It starts when you're in the baby's crib. But a lot of people aren't aware of it. It starts when you're a baby in the baby crib. Your mother goes to Walmart and buys, or the grocery store and buy baby food or milk, and on the front of on the label, the white baby doesn't look like you. Then your mother's taking you around the stores, and the magazines don't look like you. And your mother's dropping you off to the daycare, and the people at the daycare don't look like you. And then you get older, you know, your mother's still dropping you off to daycare, because women, they work corporate jobs today. So, you know, they drop the kids off to the daycare, and you're around the white little kids at daycare, and they don't look like you, and you're playing with toys at the daycare that don't look like you. You're playing, if you got a little girl, the little girl is playing with dolls that don't look like her. And then the kids get older and they'll start looking at television. And everybody on television that's getting all the accolades and all the awards and getting all the praise don't look like you. And you go to school and you're being taught by white teachers that don't look like you. And they're giving praise to all the white students, even though you're working hard, even though on a conscious level, even as a little boy, a little girl, you know something is not right in this class, you know, because I'm working hard, my grades are better than the white kids, and I'm not getting any praise, but they are, and their grades are less than mine. So even as a kid, you know something's not right. But what are you supposed to say as a kid? So, I mean, the brainwashing starts early. It starts through the propaganda. Then then you get up. Maybe you become a teenager. Maybe you have an incident with a cop or with some person of authority, and maybe you get into trouble. And maybe you didn't really do anything wrong, or maybe it wasn't a big deal to you. And, you know, it just continues. It starts from when you're in the cradle as a baby, and then you get a little older. You probably 17, 18 around this time, just like this kid, and you start to realize that there's a different world out here that's different from where I came from. Even though my parents might have me in a pretty healthy, good environment, but things are a little different out there. So you want to experience something different. So you go out there and you like, okay, this is a little different here. You know, the little white girls are a little different. The little Latin girls are a little different. But different doesn't equate to better. But you're a kid. You don't understand. You don't know. So, and then you look at television, every time that the television comes on, as far as the news, it's always something bad about black people or African American people. It's always something bad. So that fucks with your mind. That you know what I'm saying? That's what the brainwashing comes from. These images are popping up in this young kid's mind everywhere he goes. He might not even be aware of what's happening, but this is how the brainwash happens. And the best book that I've read on brainwashing is a book by Tom Burrell called Brainwash. He goes back 400 years, all the way to the 1600s, and talks about the propaganda machine that's been put in place to tarnish our image in the United States of America. He calls it the biggest marketing campaign in history. The biggest marketing advertising campaign in the history of the planet. It's a book by Tom Burrell called Brainwash. I think he's probably one of the first black males that started an advertising agency in the 60s. And I think right now he's about late 70s. He should be like 80 years old now. Get that book. It talks about all of the moving parts and all of the actions and the intangibles that they use on the news and on shows and movies and magazines. I mean, it's really incredible how they've fucked us over, basically, within the mainstream media. But get that book, Brainwash, by Tom Burrell. You see what I'm talking about. So if you like what you heard, subscribe to my channel, check out my blog, and feel free to leave your comments below. Tell me what you think. Until next time, Sharp King is out. Peace.